we go. Testing 1 2. You know how many people I'm gonna put in front of that fucking dinosaur? There's a sniper's nest up there. You can drag people to the middle of the field. Anyone. No. Hold on. I did.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes.
Hiding. I would be able to move. I'm just trying to get this. I have OBS over
what
it.
had
I need
been
OBS
the
out of
American
this.
Southwest
I need
united
to keep the chat
beneath
in
the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs.
I don't know what to do. I can't open anything. Well, what I need help with is I need to bring up oh, hold on. There we go. Fuck. Will this fucking work? I can't even shut off my stream. Alright, so I need to shut it off, turn it back on. This is bullshit. I can't even do it like this. It's gonna break the computer. This computer's fucked. What's happening? Kim this, please. Okay. No. Fuck. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do is look at my stream, hear it, see what it's...
You're awake.
I still can't open OBS.
How about...
It's still not letting me exit the game window. How do I exit the game window? Like, this is actually stressing me out quite a bit. It works. I can hear it. You're gonna hear me freak the fuck out.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
There you go.
Huh.
Is it working?
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your
The
name.
video's working.
I'm Doc Mitchell.
Okay.
Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. We're looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
I'm robbing this bastard. Alright, well, I can't get out of... rest of mine is too.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother. Okay. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what... Okay. Well, that's...
I know. I know. Two pairs giving high fives is my favorite.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
The flamer burns twice as bright. Oh, I wish. Why? Oh, I don't know yet.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
They can't? Good. I love you. There's a lot of shit in this house. Why do you think I'm robbing his house? And he smokes, and I took all his smokes. Better not to smoke. Huh? Follow him to the exit. Nah, rob his ass. Rob his ass. Hey, Bethany, how bad is it?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. Ain't much use to me now, but... don't mention it. It's what... You should talk to Sonny Smile. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you could... But try...
I don't want no hardcore mode. What are you talking about? Why? Hola. Not too bad. Really?
What information?
What, tarnation?
Cheyenne, stay. Yeah. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Hey there.
Withered 10mm.
Everything all right? Well, now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple. That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down and nice shot.
Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me.
Pardon my French.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else.
Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them.
Okay, you're on.
Go give them hell.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Shouldn't take more.
Come with me.
I like using the caravan shotgun. It's really not that bad. Easy headshots. How does the video look?
Come on.
This is an HDR, by the way. Ultra. The person I probably should have saved.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. But you did what you promised, staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making use... Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the grave. Bring those on back to me and we'll get cooking.
You never gets old when something blows up.
A powder ganger that hasn't shot me yet. Full of fucking things. Keep fucking up buttons. Okay, xander root. Found it. Oh, look at this happy-go-lucky fuck.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy?
I like this robot. He's like one of my favorites. Bang, bang! He ends up getting on everyone's fucking bad side. There has to be a fucking shovel around up here. I just noticed something. Every single game has a vault dweller of some sort. I know. Yes.
Soda.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these... All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that... Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started.
No, on the floor.
I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't... Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Oh, pardon me. Is this permanent? I forget if the magazine's in this game. If I read it and it's...
Howdy. What? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be called. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken-down relic with no place to be. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long, not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar. Or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job.
Going with the NCR because
the Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam.
A lot of people.
My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river. So keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of NewVegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them.
No, it's too low.
Just lay down until you can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. Keep your gun handy.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand, what do you want? He's some traitor who decided would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo. Yeah.
Hello. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Looks like our little town got about a week ago. This traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten. Some of the Chang gangs really was. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. He's a convict. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which... Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were sounded like they came in from the north through... That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. NewVegas seems like such a gentleman. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Funny thing is, if all hell breaks loose and they don't take out the dam, in real life, the dam fucking will power everything still for years. Yeah. It's amazing.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Stuttering? Latency.
Yeah.
I have it on low latency.
Yeah, because like it's happening quicker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Hello, new viewer. How are you today? I don't know.
Slavers, killers, and all. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the I'm sure I've got some.
I'm not buying, I'm selling.
Thanks. Be careful out there.
I have 13 skill points. All right. Why? What level? Please. I need to get this ready. Fuck. Alright, so I'm gonna have to empty everything. So I had to put... 30? Is it 30? Bethany, I already spent my points. Reset. You gotta make sure. Okay. Confirmed bachelor. Hey Bethany, with the retention perk, bonuses granted by skill magazines last 3 times longer. Fuck, dude.
Oh god, they heard you say.
What? Your name?
Yeah.
Oh well.
No, I don't care. My name's Lily Bethany. My whole name was...
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Be careful out there.
What the hell is your problem? What do you want now? It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. And now we're calling the shots. None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question. Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys.
Wow, he actually told me why he went to jail.
Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason. Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important. Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important. I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way. New California Republic. Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around. They've got troops all over the Mojave, but it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want. Yeah.
Howdy. Welcome. Yup.
What do you know about Joe Cobb? Bad. Bad trouble. I'm like, that's helpful. He's like, you're welcome.
Hi there. Sticking around? Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old... if you want to take a shot at it. Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me. I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in. Sure, what do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. The new California... They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them. Not that I got a choice. Well, the wildlife for one thing. Rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too. Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous. If you want to know anything else, just... Until next...
Wow, these towns have, oh wow, these towns have fucking, neutrality, and they have, look underneath, neutral, like, they can be mad at you and shit. I didn't know that. No. Get away! Go! Get cat! Move! Holy fuck, you're right. He tried biting my fucking headphones. Metal armor. That's actually not bad. Yes, I'm using everything I got from the DLCs. Cheating? No. Just a bit of a boost. What were you texting?
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan?
So much more angry.
You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Huh? Yeah, this game is actually really good on here. I do want to get that desktop back up and running, even if the graphics card is broken. We'll get another one. No shit, it'd be yours. It's your laptop. It's your desktop. I just have to get my fucking computer screen fixed on here, but I think it's just gonna get overheated. You can play Sims on here. Parallax if you want. No, you can play the later Sims on here. Look. It's a fucking it's a transferable inventory right here. I have not talked to this guy yet.
Howdy. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think... I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets. If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town... The leader was a NewVegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to NewVegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of NewVegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's gotta be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Can do. Take it easy now.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Say no more. I'm in.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protect. I'll be waiting.
Howdy. Too dangerous. Told you before, it's too dangerous for a bunch of amateurs to handle. Yup. Yup. Howdy. Yup. Yup.
Howdy.
So you're planning on taking on... All the more reason. No. Be careful out there.
I'll keep an eye out for the powder. Until next time.
You looking to buy some supplies? Now just hold on. Right. Just keep me out of it. Is there anything else? Take it easy.
Welcome back. Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never... Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare. Well, I already told you I came from a... See? You take